Vasudevaya.
So Vasant Panchami is also a celebration of Saraswati Mata as well on that particular day. So it's celebrated across Bharat among Hindus by worshipping goddess Saraswati actually. People usually wear yellow because it's the first day of spring, so that's why they try and wear yellow. They decorate their homes with yellow flowers and enjoy the day by eating sweet delicacies. Vasant Panchami, also known as Sri Panchami or Saraswati Panchami, is celebrated to seek the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. She symbolizes enlightenment and helps eliminate ignorance, lethargy, and negativity. Saraswati Mata is depicted as eight-armed and is often portrayed holding a veena whilst sitting on a white lotus flower. So that's just a depiction of her uh, sitting on a swan with a peacock at the back as well.
There's no swan in
Oh,
this
sorry, in this
picture,
one, yeah, but she does sit on
but
a
there
swan.
is actually just at the bottom here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this day, people worship Goddess Saraswati, who are seeking her divine grace for wisdom, intellect, and learning. And it's a good day actually to start your studies as well. So some gurukuls actually start the studies of the new gurukulis on this day as well, and they're given the paraphernalia like uh, book and pens and things like that to the new students on this day. And a common tradition during this celebration is to take a shower, wear new clothes, but there's a special emphasis on the color yellow. Uh, yeah. One of the most popular stories associated with Vasant Panchami revolves around the birthday of goddess Saraswati. Legend has it that Saraswati's birth brought harmony and refinement into the chaotic creation of the world. She is believed to bless people with the power of speech, wisdom, and learning. And Saraswati has four hands that correlate uh, to the four aspects of human personality: learning, intellect, alertness, mind, and ego. In one hand, she has a lotus, the symbol of true knowledge. In another hand, she has the sacred scriptures. On Vasant Panchami, various foods are prepared as offerings to Goddess Saraswati. These include seasonal fruits like bear, carrots, khichdi, bundi, gur wale chawal, and panchamrit. Each food item has its own significance and health benefits. The traditional prasad offerings include yellow sweet rice, besan ke laddu, plums, bundi, kheer, malpua, and other fruits. Vasant Panchami also marks the start of the preparation for Holika Aholi, which occurs 40 days later. In Sanatana Dharma, Saraswati is the goddess of learning, the divine consort of Brahma, the creator. She is the embodiment of all knowledge and the 64 arts, the fountain of wisdom, and she also opens the doors to the emancipation and elevation of the soul. So, Goddess Saraswati is married to Brahma. Brahma is uh, the one who creates this material world, and um, Saraswati Saraswati created both of them created all of humankind. In some stories, Saraswati is married to Vishnu before Brahma, and it is believed that on this day she blesses devotees with wisdom and knowledge. And the Saraswati Gayatri mantra is a prayer that invokes Goddess Saraswati. It is part of the Yajurveda, one of Bharat's oldest scriptures. So you chant the Saraswati Gayatri mantra and get divine blessings from Goddess Saraswati. So there's another story which, while narrating, the Saraswati River was flowing in full glory, which was causing issues to Ganeshji as he could not hear properly, because Vedvyas was narrating the scriptures to him. So Vyasji requested Saraswati Mata to slow down, but was unable to do so. So Vyasji cursed Saraswati that she would vanish and no one would know about her. So that's just one of the stories why she has disappeared. So the Skanda Purana states that Lord Brahma, the almighty architect of the cosmos, sought to honor the auspicious occasion of creation by executing a great yajna at the dawn of creation. So any such event is seen in the Vedic tradition as incomplete without a wife, since the male deity must be accompanied by his divine consort to guarantee the success and purity of the yajna. So Lord Brahma looked forward to Saraswati Mata, and he prepared for the yajna. Saraswati Mata, however, was distracted with her household responsibilities and told the messenger she would join the ceremony only once the revered sages and other divine consorts like Matas Parvati and Lakshmi and Indrani had come. But impatient Lord Brahma, ready to start the yajna without more delay, was annoyed by Saraswati's little delay in coming. So, not ready to wait anymore, Lord Brahma took a fatal choice to finish the yajna.
I think it wasn't a question of not waiting, but the sages told him, right?
The
That
time was
the auspicious time was passing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So to finish the yajna, he called Indra to get a beautiful replacement which Brahma could wed. Following Brahma's direction, Indra presented a stunning young woman whose compelling presence astounded everyone who saw her. In front of the gathered gods, sages, and celestial entities, Lord Brahma wedded the girl who was called Gayatri without second thought. A dramatic clash was set up by this unusual marriage, created in the absence of goddess Saraswati, the proper celestial wife of Brahma. So Saraswati Mata arrived at the holy grounds at last as the yajna came to its end. Her husband, Lord Brahma, had married another woman in her absence. She was shocked and dismayed to learn the ritual had been finished. Furious at this obvious disrespect and violation of Vedic custom, Saraswati Mata sent celestial fury onto all the gods. Saraswati Mata cursed Lord Brahma, saying that he would never be revered on earth. Goddess Saraswati also punished Indra for his part in allowing Brahma's impetuous marriage, hence extending her retribution. She denounced Indra as being imprisoned in a far off country under chains. Saraswati also focused her fury towards Lord Vishnu, the universe's preserver, who had seen the events take place but had not acted to stop the sacrilege. She condemned Vishnu to roam the planet amid people and animals, finally having a birth as a mortal to pay for his inactivity. Saraswati Mata also cursed the sages, declaring that they would always perform sacrifices in exchange for material benefits, a practice that would last till the end of Kali Yuga, the present period of darkness and strife. She was continuing her divine retribution, and then Saraswati Mata left the yajna grounds with his austere announcements, dragging misery and chaos behind her. So Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi went after her. They were moved by Saraswati's wrath to fade. Moreover, Gayatri, Lord Brahma's new wife, modestly dropped at Saraswati's feet, admitted her error, and asked pardon. Saraswati was moved by this humility and contrition and agreed to go back and live with Brahma and Gayatri, therefore rebuilding the celestial home. Though Saraswati at last atones, her curse upon Lord Brahma has continued to have effects. Brahma is hardly venerated in temples today except on one day annually, when his followers mark his conception of the universe. This is at Pushkar. He only has one temple in the whole world. This aberration in Sanatana Dharma reminds us of the power of a rejected divine consort, as well as the need of honoring the sanctity of custom and the part of the feminine divine place. There's a little bit on Saraswati, the river. While the Ganga is acknowledged the world over as the holy river for Sanatanists, the Rig Veda, the oldest of the scriptures, has an overwhelming, preponderant mention only of Saraswati in a majority of its hymns, extolled famously in the famous Nadi Stuti hymn as the best of rivers, best of goddesses, and the best of mothers. Although it's dry now, Saraswati River was one of the mightiest rivers to flow on the subcontinent, rising in the Himalayas. It coursing through the northwest part of the subcontinent, parallel to the Sindhu, and with its confluence in the Gulf of Kutch. Satellite imaging has revealed that at its mouth it was 7 miles wide, making it one of the largest rivers. It is estimated to have gone completely dry in the early second millennium BC, following global climate, seismic changes in topography, resulting in loss of tributaries. Yamuna and the Satluj, which migrated to join the Ganga and the Indus respectively. The name Saraswati came from Saras, meaning flow, and Vati, meaning she who has. So basically, she who has flow, or can mean Sara meaning essence, or Swa meaning self. So Saraswati is a symbol of knowledge. Its flow or growth is like a river, and knowledge is supremely alluring, like a beautiful woman. So she's depicted as beautiful, fair goddess with 4 arms, wearing a spotless white sari and the sea. The devotees, be it in Prayagraj or in another part of the world, wear yellow clothes to honor her and take her blessings. And a Sahi Snan on this day is believed to bless people not just with good knowledge, but also character and creativity. Scientists have discovered through an electromagnetic survey that River Saraswati flows 45 meters underground at the meeting point of River Ganga and Yamuna at the Triveni. The study in this regard has been published in a journal called Advanced Earth and Space Science of the scientists of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and Natural Geographical Research Institute. So it is said that 12,000 years ago, River Saraswati had disappeared from the earth. As per the holy texts of Sanatana Dharma, rivers Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati have their origins in the Himalayas. So from this picture, it's not very clear. You can see Prayagraj just there. And there's the Ganga is just flowing there. And you have the Yamuna. This is the Triveni Sangam. And the Saraswati, which is the dotted line, is just there and it's flowing westwards. So that's all on Vasant Panchami and Saraswati Mata. Saraswati Mata ki jai.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This is the Sahi Snan today and Vasant Panchami at Prayag Raj in the Kumbh Mela. It's one of the pictures that I could find.
Wow. It's amazing. It's a busy day. So Sahi Snan is these are the important day. Well, they're all important days. These days are more auspicious than the other days, and they include Makar Sankranti. What was the other one?
Moni Amavyas.
Amavasya.
So this one,
Vasant
Vasant
Panchami.
Panchami, and then Shivratri, Mahashivratri.
26th of February. So today is one of those days, celebration of Vasant Panchami, and it's Sahi Snan. Very important.
Another name for Sahi is Amrit Snan. So these are the particular days when Amrit was flowing at these places.
Mm.
Okay. Vasant Panchami ki jai.
Other things that's happened on Vasant Panchami is, apart from Saraswati Puja, which takes place, is there's Srimati Vishnu Priya Devi's appearance day. So this is the second wife which Lord Chaitanya took. Lakshmi Priya, I believe, was the first. And then also it's the disappearance of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He's one of the prominent acharyas in this line from Lord Brahma and Narad Muni and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote many bhajans, and in fact we sing the Mangalati Samsara Dava. He's the one who's authored that. So very powerful personality. Also, Vasant Panchami is when Shri Pundarik Vidya Nidhi took birth, appeared, and he is in Gaur Lila, he is actually, I mean, in Krishna Lila, he came as Vashubhanu, father of Srimati Radharani. And in Gaur Lila, he is known as Pundarik Vidyanidhi, a very special devotee of Lord Chaitanya. He was very opulent, very rich. And one time, Gadadhar Pandit came to see him. Gadadhar Pandit is none other than Radharani in Golila. Gadadhar Pandit came to see him and he was thinking, this man is a bit rich, you know? He sort of got a wrong impression. And then one of the devotees, he recited a verse. And when Pundarik Vidyanidhi heard that verse, he went into ecstasy. And then Gadadhar Pandit realized, oh, this is not an ordinary person. This is a very special person who I have offended by my thoughts. So then he took initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. And it's very apt because Radharani was the daughter of Vashubhan, and now Gadadhar is this disciple of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Also, it's the appearance of Raghunandan Thakur. I can't remember Raghunandan Thakur. I think he was the one. When he was a child, he offered Krishna laddu, and Krishna actually ate that laddu. Is that the one? Mm. And then finally, it's a really important day actually. It's Raghunath Das Goswami's appearance day. Raghunath Das Goswami is one of the six Goswamis. He was very, very austere. He was extremely rich family, but he gave up everything, and he was one of the most renounced of the six Goswamis. Lived a very very austere life in devotion to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is Vasant Panchami. I don't know if there's anything else anybody else remembers, or like to add, or any questions you can ask. It's a day that they also fly the kites, isn't it?
No, that's
Vasant Panchami?
Makar Sankranti.
Yeah, but I think also I read somewhere that even on Vasant Panchami it happens.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
It's okay.
You go ahead, Shama Malini.
You sure, Mataji?
Yeah, then I will ask. My question is simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Prabhu, I don't quite understand. You know Saraswati River, it flows underneath the other rivers. Is that it's hiding? Is that what it is?
Those 45 meters underground at the meeting of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. So yes, it's underwater. Underground.
Yeah.
The ground.
Under the
Wow.
ground.
So it cannot see it anywhere. No.
You can. You can see it in
Himalayas.
yeah, in the Himalayas, especially what was that place? It was a four dhams. Badrikaksh, I think it's Badrinath. You can see him, isn't it? Badrinath. Going to Badrinath, you can actually see Saraswati flowing through the Vyasdev's Gufa, isn't it? Yeah, near the Vyasdev's cave. Saraswati flows through that. Yeah.
And then when it gets to the Triveni, that's when it goes 45 meters.
Even way before.
Yeah, because if you looked at the previous slide, sorry.
It's not very clear that, yeah, it's okay, that picture. Yeah, I can make it bigger maybe.
Like I said, you know, that Ganesh, she couldn't hear while Vyasdev was reciting. So that's where up in Badrinath.
Yes.
And then Vyasdev, made her disappear from there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So what was Saraswati Mata doing at that time?
So she was just flowing, and her sound was so loud.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, asked her It's before that. Before to ask yeah, so Ganesh, she was trying to listen to what Vyasdev was saying, and he couldn't hear. So then that's why Vyasdev cursed her to disappear.
Oh, so was that, did you say 12,000 years ago?
That's
Oh,
what scientists have said, but it's a long. It's
Well,
been
no,
subtle.
it'll be less.
It'll be
5,000.
Oh,
That's when
sorry,
Vyasa-
yeah, it's less. Yeah, because that's when Vyasdev was reciting.
okay.
But this is what the scientists have said 12,000 years ago. But it's a lot less. It's just
Oh,
beginning of Kali Yuga.
beginning of Kali Yuga. Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yes. Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji. Yes, just a simple observation that yellow color signifies Vasant Panchami. It's
Yes.
also the yellow color during the Easter, and both are the beginning of the harvest season, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's yeah, and its yellow color is something which is very soothing and peaceful to the eyes.
Mm.
Just a bit of a coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't understand why they use yellow, but we do. We know.
No, yes, yeah.
And also it's yellow is color of the mode of goodness, and red is said to be passion, blue is said to be ignorance, and white is said to be
Pure goodness.
pure goodness, Sattva pure, Shuddha Satya. So yellow is mode of goodness associated with Saraswati Ma, very much associated with her. Although she wears white, she's in the mode of good, pure goodness, or mode of goodness at least.
I think such a huge river to disappear, with 7 miles at its origin. It's just amazing.
Yeah. And it is very fast in
Badrinath.
Badrinath. Yeah, you can
You've
feel
seen
it.
it, isn't it? But it's not flowing.
Yeah, it's still flowing there.
Yes, I think there is a video. There was a video quite a couple of years back that shows the river coming and suddenly disappears in a hole under the ground, and it just disappears. I've seen that video,
Okay.
and it's about River Saraswati. It's just disappearing. It's coming, flowing very fast, and just disappears underground.
Right. Interesting.
Thank you,
But
Prabhuji.
thank you. Anybody else? Anything else? Otherwise, we'll stop. We'll continue with the Kumbh Mela's pastimes tomorrow. Okay. Vasant Panchami ki jai.
Jai.
Saraswati Ma ki jai.